like ghosts. Those moments that even behind closed eyes can still raise goosebumps and stir the soul. Emotions, yes. The powerful and the poignant. But also the improbable and impossible. The wondrous allure of what was and what could still be. We smile, knowing now that this game has not abandoned us. No, this game is with us always, ready to break free when the world awakens in the spring.
And guys, Evan Longoria is a guy whose contributions to this team cannot be understated.
No doubt, Matt. He's not considered a superstar in his team, but
in is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Striding in, Evan Longoria comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, into the bleachers, and gone. A solo shot for Evan Longoria. 4th home run for him on the season as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to.
Evan Longoria will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
Around it, pick up the ball, pick up the ball.
And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed, but right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He brings a .353 batting line. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar.
The right fielder, number 6, Steven Duggar.
The 0-1 on its way. Slow little roller to third. The second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Stepping into the box, Evan Longoria. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record. Now at the plate, Evan Longoria. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's gone 3 for 6. He's also driven in 5 runs. And he lays off here, but it's a called strike one.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to...
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but they gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Ready for another chance? Evan Longoria. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. The 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half. Well, fire up the highlight reel. Longoria just had a game to remember with the bat.
Boy, did he ever, Matt. This is exactly what this team was looking for from him.
Yeah, if this is any kind of preview of what we'll be seeing from him going forward, it's going to be a real boost for this ball club. You can bet the boys in the clubhouse are fired up right now because of him.
Giants have had some ups and some downs in the early going this year and find themselves still hovering around the 500 mark. For more on that, here's Heidi Watney. And here's Jose Peraza. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Bumgarner has his target. Here he comes, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit out towards second. Slater comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 4. Second base.
Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Jose Iglesias goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He has 7 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. A 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he fouls this one off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're on the... Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll get things started in the 6th for the Giants. And now a pitch on the way.
Posey.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Now batting.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Pablo Sandoval. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. He struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in now, Evan Longoria. In his career versus this pitcher, batting at an even 400. Pops this one up. In there, a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Yangervis Solarte is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Kemp. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down. Low for ball 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Kemp is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. In now is Yasiel Puig. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count to Puig. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Pilar. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Steven Duggar. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Barehanded to first. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. In is Gerardo Parra, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now, oh my, this ball is crossed. Look at it go. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run there for Gerardo Parra. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now batting.
Into the box, Madison Bumgarner. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. It's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left.
The center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Shepler.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you can go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Around second now and headed for third. And he's going to get there as he starts out the 8th with a leadoff triple. Standing in, Tucker Barnhart. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Scooter Jeanette will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Shebler stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Jose Peraza. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. But gloving it down there at third is Longoria. Quick reactions that time, and the inning is over. Reds lead 1. They're down 2-0. Jared Hughes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48.
Into the box now, Austin Slater. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 0-1 delivery. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
The catcher, number 28.
At the plate, Buster Posey, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Suarez in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Into the box, Jose Iglesias, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Iglesias.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Bumgarner into his motion. Here he comes on 2-0. The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Looking to send him packing again. Swing and a liner. Foul. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Striding into the box, Joey Votto. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Solarte onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
The third base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. So another game is in the books. Guys, what do you make of where things stand around the league as we head into June?
Matt, we are at the point in the season where certain teams have seized the mantle of front runner. If you are on one of those pace setters, you are looking to keep your stride, and if you're not, then you're trying to keep an eye on who's out in front of you and see if you can either cut into that lead or at least keep pace and not be left in the dust.
Totally agree. This is usually the time when we start to see teams separating themselves a little bit, but there's a lot of season left at the same time.
The Giants are one of the hotter teams in the league right now, and for more on that, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, this team is rolling of late, and they want to keep it that way. We've seen before how a hot club becomes increasingly dangerous as they continue to reel off wins. Let's see if this runaway train will pick up even more steam by coming out on top again in this one.
The second baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A ball and no strikes. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both the lefty and a righty up to throw. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. Duggar is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Longoria has room in foul territory, and no one will get this one. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Here it comes, 0-2. Fastball well outside. 2-2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Archie Bradley comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And it's fouled away. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Souza's after it. He's there and records the first out. Buster Posey now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Fly ball right down the line in left. Toronto is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. It is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Now a line drive here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over. The Giants are getting a nice test here against a very good team.
Yeah, anytime you play against a division leader, whether in your division or from another one, it kind of acts like a measuring stick for your level of play. Because these are the teams you would have to be able to compete with and overcome if you want to make it to the postseason. So even though this is not a division rival, this is a very notable opponent and one that you would feel very good about if you beat them.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Steven Duggar.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's Robbie Cano now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Cano.
2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Panic's got it. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
The left fielder.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He stays alive, still 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso.
He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Walks are never good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that in is Gerardo Parra. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
The 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Mark Melanson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 41, Mark Melanson.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pillar. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound.
Mark Melanson.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's another 1-2. Popped up. There to take it is Belt for the first out. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped him up. Posey is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now. His career numbers against Melanson. He's gone 3 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Melanson's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Here's Joe Panik, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled off. Here's another 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Buster Posey now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the pitch. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 0-2 the count to Posey. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. To second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over. So the Giants find out late in this game why the guys in the other dugout are sitting at the top of their division.
Yeah, no doubt about that, because they know how to win. This was a close game into the late innings, and both of these teams had done some things well. But in the end, it's the ability to do what's required of you in those final innings that separate the champions from the also-rans.
Yeah, no doubt about that, D-Row. How you finish a game is often the deciding factor whether you win or lose. That seems obvious, but it's something most teams don't necessarily know how to do well, and usually it costs them